Hi there, welcome or welcome back to the Books for Us. Today I am doing the Shelf Respect book tag and I was kindly tagged by Dr. Cranky Pants Reads, who I will link down below. So without further ado, let me show you around my bookshelves. Okay, let's start with my most chaotic bookshelf, which is this one behind me. Now this bookcase actually has served me very well. In the past 18 years, it has traveled with me to 4 different locations. It has been in apartments and in the house now. And when we moved into this house, this was my only bookcase and everything just ended up in there. All the books that I had ended up in there. And then when my daughter was born, other stuff ended up in there too. It was just kind of a hold all, keep all for everything, not only books. So this one never really got sorted out, and because of this book tag I actually started to sort through some things. But let me show you how the shelves are organized right now. Let's start at the top. Now, as you can see, I have all these stacks of books which are in front of other books just to get more space out of this bookcase. I will show you first everything that's at the front, and then I'll try to move it a bit so you can see what's behind everything that's in here. Yes, I have a cat too. He needs attention. Nikki, say hi. Nikki. Yeah, are you hungry? That's a yes. Let's take a break. Alright, so let's try that again. So we are running through the way it is looking now. I have books at the front. Actually over here, all these books at the front, this row and the row underneath it, are all the books that I read in 2024, and I had them all in here right beside each other so that I could see how much I read during the year and to make videos after that. And then here I actually right now only have one layer of books, and down here I have, well, no, I do have shelves with double stacks. And then here right now this is what the bottom shelf looks like. Alright, let's try and move some books around so you can see behind everything. First off, down here, these are the books that I've read so far this year in 2025. So I started again to put them all next to each other, so at the end of the year I can easily see what I've read and find everything. Now here at the back I have these books. Cat's back. Let me try this shelf again without these stacks. So it looks, well, no. We'll just keep on trying until we get this. So once again over here, this looks like this behind those stacks of books. Then the last one you saw, those are, yeah, well, with a cat this time. And now I'll try and move all the 2024. Now you can actually see these over here, there, moving up, and here, there at the top. Now the first question of the shelf respect tag is actually how do you organize the books on the shelf? And as I told you already, right here, there is no organization whatsoever right now. I have a lot of books on here that I have read. I have some books on here that I have not read yet. And then I have these clusters of books that I've read last year and a small cluster of books that I already read this year. And then I have one particular shelf which is actually the answer to question 2, which is, have you ever merged your collection with your significant other? We have never done a full merge because my husband doesn't have a lot of books and actually he got one small shelf in here, the one at the bottom. You might have seen it, I'll show you. There you go. This one mainly contains favorites from when he was young. Also a lot of books about musical artists, books about film and things like that. He also has them doubly stacked, but I'm not going to pull these out. The third question was if I write my name or the price in the books that I buy, and I don't. I never write my name in there. I don't write the price in there. Because I usually only take one or maybe two books when I go on holiday out of the house, and I keep them with me, and I have, as far as I can remember, I've not lost a book yet on the train or anywhere else. So no, I do not have the habit of writing my name in any books. Fourth question is if I keep all the books that I've read or if I only keep the most cherished ones. Now, I'm pretty sure that I have given away books in the past few years to make room for other things, but I've only ever given away books that I was very sure that I did not intend to read again or did not speak to me in any way. But because I am now finally tackling my shelves, I do intend to make another video which will be an unhaul, where I will talk about all the books that I am planning to either donate or sell and that will not be staying here. And I intend to talk you through why I am at ease to part with those books in particular. But I do intend to keep all the books that I have read and loved, and of course the books that I still have to read, but that I am still motivated to read, because there are also a lot here that I bought once upon a time and intended to read, and those good intentions have sort of faded, probably. Question 5. Does the style and quality of your bookshelves and or cases matter? Not in this case, I just did not want it to clash with the rest of the interior, but this one kind of fits everywhere. It's quite neutral. The other bookshelves that I got, I did intentionally buy. The number 6 is, do you have any complaints about bookcase construction? Not really, but let me show you something. Right, so like I said before, this one has traveled with me a long way, and as you can see, there is some definite wear and tear. This one has been stuffed full in the past couple of years, so you can see that it doesn't really fit that well anymore. And at a certain point, I was afraid that it might give up on me entirely and we would be all buried in books around here. I also noticed that the shelf is starting to be a bit crooked. I don't think that you can see it in this video, but it actually bends through a little bit, which makes the books fall to the middle. And then the last question that I intend to answer over here is, do you ever stack your books horizontally? And the answer is yes. Yes, of course I do. It saves you space in some cases, like over here. And I do prefer books that are standing up vertically, but I also like the view of a bit of a mismatched bookcase, so I don't mind the mix of vertical and horizontal books. Let's move on to bookcase number 2. Which is this one. Now, this one contains the books that I am most proud of or books that I am collecting. And let me run you through these two. Okay, so let's start at the top again. Over here at the top, I have an older Oscar Wilde collection, which I think is quite pretty. I have this Romeo and Juliet folio that I bought at the Globe when I was in London. And then I start off with my Penguin Clothbound collection. I love these books. These are the prettiest books I know. So let me run you through these. At the top I have the collector's boxes. So over here I have all the Jane Austens, or the Jane Austen box. Then I have the Bronte box. Here I have the Thomas Hardy box. And over here we have the Charles Dickens box. And just beside that we have this little collection of Christmas stories, which is also a Penguin Clothbound edition. Now all these boxes were gifted to me, so each Christmas I get one, no, not each Christmas, about every Christmas I got one of these boxes from my husband, who is very supportive of my addiction. Now on the second shelf we start off with some of the puffins that I have collected already. So the puffins are the cloth-bound penguin editions for children. And I love these. They are a bit sparkly, but they are so pretty. So here we have all puffins up to here, the little prince. And then I have some separate cloth-bound editions that I have collected myself over the years. So over here is the latest one that I got, which was The Adventures of Sherlock Holmes by Arthur Conan Doyle. And then I got these so far. The intention is to collect them all one day, but you know, here's hoping. And they aren't cheap at all, I know that, so yeah, it's a slow work in progress. Moving to the next shelf, I have my complete Calvin and Hobbes. I love these. These are some of my favorite comics of all time, if not my most favorite comics of all time. I enjoy these a lot. Then here I had some of these beautiful big editions. I still have them in plastic. I do intend to read the Fables and the Arabian Nights, although I have read Arabian Nights before. And then I already have read the Edgar Allan Poe ones, so I'll keep this in mint condition as long as possible. Let's see. This one looks like that with a crow. And then the Arabian Nights, looking very Arabian. And Aesop's Fables with the animals on there. Okay. Next to that we have some Harry Potter special editions. We have the first and second book in the series in these special editions that have like notes in them and pop-up things like here. But I also try to keep these as pristine as possible. I know that the third one is out already. I'm hoping to get it one for either my birthday or Mother's Day. Here I have my Penguin Oranges. These are all quite special books. I think I have the complete collections, although I do think 12 Years a Slave should be in here as well, which I do not have. So still on the lookout for that one. Next to that one, next to that stack, I have some of the tiny cloth-bound booklets from Penguin. Here I have my only black Penguin, which is the suffragettes. All right. And then I have my nice box of the Hunger Games series, because it was so beautiful. I saw it in the store, and Hunger Games is one of my forever favorite series, together with Harry Potter, because yes, I am of that generation. And besides that special edition, the one over here, I have the illustrated versions, and I'm very sad that they are stopped now, so I cannot collect the complete set. They will never be complete, but these I have. Then I have some of those smaller booklets that came out, some extras. I got a beautiful box set that I got in, where was I? In Dublin, I think. But I'm not going to take that out. I have the screenplays for the Fantastic Beasts, and I have the Harry Potter and the Cursed Child, the sequel. And then I have the original books that I read, and I've read them very thoroughly. You will see all the cracked spines. They have been read over and over. And actually these are the series that came out over here, but the very first one we got in London when we were there, and it had come out only recently, so that's why these are mismatched. All right, so that's it for my prized possessions. Let's move on to bookcase number 3. Question 8 was, what are your 5 favorite jackets or covers of the books that you own? And then I would definitely refer you to those cloud-bound editions. They just very much speak to me. All of them have this beautiful construction. They feel very symmetric without being rigid. And they always contain an element that is appropriate to the book. And that's why I love them so much. So I cannot really give you a top 5 because I actually like all of those. And then question 9 is actually, what are your 5 most disliked jackets or covers and why? And I'm not going to give you a top 5. I found that one very difficult. I am just going to show you a book that is an example of something that I absolutely do not like on covers, and that's this one. It's the cover of Bloom by Delilah Dawson. Now, I don't mind reading a bit of thrillers, of horrors, and scenes that are kind of intense, because I do see them in my mind's eye, but I don't like looking at it for real or even drawn. So this cover here, you have this lady and her skin is torn off and you see those muscles underneath, and that is very highly uncomfortable to me. So this is something that I absolutely do not like as a cover. Question 10 was, is there such a thing as too many books? And my answer would be no. If you have the place for them, I don't think there is such a thing as too many books. But if you are living in a restricted space, or if you have to make room for other important elements in your life, then yes, there might be a thing as too many books in your house. Here we are in my study, and both of these bookcases actually contain books that are on my to be read list. So all of these are books that I haven't read yet. But as a lot of people have told me, collecting books and reading books are two different hobbies. So please don't give me any negativity in the comments. I do intend to one day having read all of these. I don't know what I did with that tense. But the intention is there. And actually all these books are organized by month that I want to read them in. So to stimulate myself to actually read all the books that I own, I put them all into a different month. So each month I can only choose books that I have put into that month. And that way I don't only read the books that I just bought and forget about my older books, but I always have this mix, and older books seem more exciting again that way because I haven't looked at them in the other 11 months. So let me show you what these look like for now, because I also intend to clean this up a bit and make this a bit more visually attractive. We'll start with the January shelf, which looks like this, and I have a bit of decoration over here. Then moving on to February, which is looking like this at the moment. Here is March. And here is April. I have to go down here. April, May, with this little fungi over here. And then here at the bottom we have June, like this. At the top of the other shelf we have July, which is looking like this for now. Here is August, all the books here. Then we have September. October. November. Can you still see this? And the bottom shelf is, of course, December. So this is how I have so far organized my bookshelves, and I'm really looking forward to redoing them, reorganizing them, and showing you a prettier result or something that appeals more to the eye. But we'll see about that one in a later video. I hope you enjoyed this tag. And the last question is actually to tag someone else, and I want to tag Bonnie Nicole Wrights. Hopefully she will be interested in doing this video as well. Now, if you like this video, please like, comment, or subscribe if you haven't done so already, because it would mean a lot to me. And I hope to see you soon in another video. Bye!